Back in July, my husband and I went camping for the first time ever in Algonquin Park, one of the most iconic provincial parks in Ontario. We heard from friends that had been to Algonquin many times that the park was amazing to visit during fall and that we had to be back for the season. Both my husband and I love fall, so that was all it took to convince us to pack our gear and go back for an early fall trip. We used Algonquin's fall color report to plan our trip according to data from previous years. We arrived in September 27 as fall colors were just beginning to enter their peak stage. Fall is a pretty busy season in Algonquin, so I recommend booking your campsite in advance. We were very lucky to find one remaining spot at Rock Lake Campground. This is a great campground with many facilities, electric campsites, and easy access to Rock Lake. Algonquin is also a great place for stargazing because it has very little light pollution. We were happy to find out that the Milky Way was visible throughout our entire stay at the park, and since the weather was favorable, we were able to see it even from our developed campground. Here are some of the pictures that we took during our trip. On the next day, we set off to explore Booth's Rock Trail. This is a 5.1-kilometer loop that offers some of the most stunning views in Algonquin. The trail is rated as moderate, and even though it has a few steep sections, it's not overly challenging, and we saw people of all ages hiking along with us. Booth's Rock Trail has several lookouts with stunning views of Rock Lake below. This was one of our favorite hikes in Algonquin, and it's located just a short walk away from Rock Lake Campground, so we consider it a must if you're staying in the region.
Marker number 10. Let's go. Where is it? Here. Hey, frog. Hey, jump for us.
For our third day, we were looking for a long hike that would last a full day, so we decided to tackle the first loop of the Highland Backpacking Trail. This loop is about 20 kilometers long and can take around 8 hours to complete, so it's definitely a full-day adventure. If you're thinking about doing this hike, we highly recommend starting early in the day, especially if you're hiking in the fall when the days are shorter. Another option is to complete it in the summer when you have more daylight, or even split the hike over multiple days if you're up for camping along the way.
Hello, little guy. Look how cute it is.
One of the highlights of the trail is Provoking Falls, which you'll come across about 2 kilometers in.
Wow. Let me zoom in a little bit. Wow. Gorgeous.
It's a beautiful spot to take a quick break and relax to the sound of the water. The trail is quite challenging, with a lot of steep climbs, rocky sections, and muddy terrain, so make sure you come prepared with sturdy hiking shoes or boots.
Now we can continue on the strong hill.
One thing we noticed during this hike is how quickly the fall colors change in Algonquin. When we arrived at the park, the colors were just beginning to enter the peak stage, but by the time we did this hike, they were much more pronounced. It was really cool to see how much the landscape can change in such a short time. As this loop goes around Provoking Lake, you get some great views during the hike. This is definitely a beautiful hike, but it's important to come prepared for a demanding day on the trail. On the final morning of our trip, we woke up early to squeeze in one final adventure: kayaking on Rock Lake. Rock Lake is a great place for kayaking, especially in the morning when everything is quiet and you have the whole place to yourself. It was a great way to wrap up our time in Algonquin. And with that, our camping trip came to an end. The vibrant fall colors, beautiful views, and peaceful hikes makes Algonquin the perfect place for a fall trip, and we'll definitely be back next year to explore more. Let us know in the comments what is your favorite spot in Algonquin. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one.